Football is America's favorite sport. It has slowly become my favorite sport. It is a sport that teaches a lot of life lessons, but it also has created some cons to parents allowing their own children to play at a very young age. I believe that parents should let their kids play this wonderful sport because of the many things that it teaches. John Harbaugh, who is the head coach at Michigan University, once said, "This game asks a young man to push himself further than he ever thought he could. It literally challenges his physical courage. It shows him what it means to sacrifice. It teaches him the importance of doing his job well. We learn to put our others first, to be part of something bigger than ourselves." Football is such an amazing sport that, like John Harbaugh said, allows others to learn what sacrifice means, to learn what hard work means, and to be able to put those things in to when life actually hits them outside of football, they are prepared to be able to put in that same hard work, that same effort, that same teamwork and camaraderie to achieve one main goal, whether that is in life, whether that is in a relationship with their wife or with their kids, whatever it is. They now know that it's going to take hard work and effort to accomplish just that. Football, like I said, is a physical sport. It's concussion is the biggest thing, and CTE is one of the biggest things that the NFL has pushed to try to overcome. There have been some deaths from major stars of the league, one of them being Junior Seau. He died, and the doctor that was received his brain found that CTE was definitely prevalent in this man's brain, which would trigger a lot of emotions and feelings during various hours and minutes of the day. We also have another brain that was also examined, and that was Aaron Hernandez. He had everything that he could have possibly wished for. He just signed a major contract as the tight end for the New England Patriots, and the following couple weeks, he killed a man. Come to find out of a lot of, and there's a documentary of his brain and what exactly he was going through and the things that he was talking about and why he was doing certain things, but it was because of that CTE. Concussions have risen, but the NFL has tried to combat that with letting people know that that is not the most common injury in the NFL, in football. It is actually broken ankles, sprained ankles, broken thumbs, sprained thumbs, shoulders out of place, AC joints, whatever it is. Those various injuries, nicks, knacks, those are more prevalent in NFL than concussions. The NFL has taken and put way more money into trying to resolve the CTE problem and how they can resolve it. Some of the things that they have done is they have changed the game completely to where any head-to-head contact, top of the head or any side of the head, they immediately eject the person that was contacted with that thing. They've also instructed, and from beginning, they have slowly instructed their players to keep their head up when they tackle. They've also come up with a helmet with padding to be able to help the players during practice protect their heads for game days. They have also created stronger shoulder pads to where the players can feel that they can trust their shoulder pads. One of them is a carbon-like material that they are able to see that, oh dang, this really does help. I'm able to see more and be able to trust my shoulder pads and shoulders instead of just dipping my head all the time. One thing that I love that the NFL has done is that they slowly just started, is that they have implemented mouthpieces to protect the teeth, but within those mouthpieces, they are able to regulate and see how certain people's brains are actually functioning whenever they get a major hit. And if the players or feel it, they are told to be able to present that to the trainer, but if the trainer sees it on a computer while they're tracking these certain individuals, they are able to now know that this person has a concussion or may have a slight concussion, a small concussion, and keep them out of it, and they can actually show the player football is life to most of these players. They see it as a way to get out of their circumstances. So being able to show them that, okay, you have to sit out 1 or 2 weeks, will be able to prolong their careers and be able to make more money in that sense. Football, again, like I said, concussions is probably the biggest thing, but it's not the reason why parents should not allow their kids to not play football. I've played football for almost 15 years now. Probably not 15. Probably more like 10 to 15, I would say. And I've never once got a concussion. I've played on the offensive side. My brother has played on the defensive side where there's more contact between the two players. Where offense you can avoid it, but he has never gotten a concussion either because he was able to learn the certain techniques from his coaches. And I think that concussions will be resolved as the years have gone on. They have certainly have gone down. They have slowly increased from 2014 to 2015, but they've slowly gone down. I know that football can teach, like John Harbaugh said, a young man to push himself in many ways that he didn't think he can push himself. To be able to know that sacrifice, hard work, effort, teamwork will accomplish a main goal, and that goes in life in general. And I definitely believe that that can happen if parents allow their kids to play football.